Hey guys, Rick007 here, and today I am playing some Stardew Valley. I got my good friend Razerf here giving me advice and tips
Yo,
on how to get started. How you doing, Razor?
very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, now that I've got some insight. Like I said, I started this game a couple days ago and I was completely lost, but thanks to the guidance of Mr. Razor here, I've been able to kind of figure out the basics of this game. I know it should probably seem simple, maybe some of you are overwhelmed as well. So, yeah, basically clearing out some land and planting some seeds. So, well, yeah.
Did you get more than one? Did you get the multiple seeds you wanted to get this time?
Yeah, I got parsnip seeds, 7 of those, and 7 potato seeds.
Ah, yes, good.
And it's okay if I plant them all together. They don't have to be.
Yep, yep. There's no restrictions around that. Sometimes, there's some. I like to plant them in nice little lines because when it comes to watering them, you just have to sort of, walk in one direction whilst hitting the button to water them. It just makes it a little bit easier. Later on, you get some trees. You have to plant them in a certain way. Can't plant them too close to things, and also there are some cool tools like the sprinklers and stuff, which will make
Oh,
you lay
okay.
it out again differently. So you really start to appreciate the sprinklers once you've sort of spent the first couple of seasons watering everything by hand. But that's part of the game I love. I really just kind of doing all that and seeing the crops and stuff grow, and then ultimately making a whole bunch of cash out of it.
Do I, once I'm out of energy, do I just go to sleep regardless of the time, or?
Yeah, well, early doors, like, in the first days, like you are, you probably, unless you have anything that looks anything remotely like food, and you can hover over it and it will tell you that it will give you plus. Well, I've got an apple, for example, that gives me plus 38 energy and plus 15 health.
I have
Um,
clay. Can I eat the clay?
that's not going to help you. So yeah, those first early days, pretty much, you planted your seeds, they're all watered, you got no money left, you got no food, you got no energy left, so you can't even do fishing or anything. Um, so you probably want to then think about going to bed, and then your next plan probably should be get up, water your plants straight away, so they're done, and then go and see Willie. And I think it gives you a fishing rod if you haven't already got it.
I don't. No. Okay, so
Yeah, that's why you have to go see him then.
I went and cleared out
Yeah.
some more shrubbery, and I've exhausted my energy. Oh, well, not completely depleted, but pretty much.
When it's red, it kind of sort of, there's a little thing that comes up that will tell you that you're out of energy.
And if you ignore that, you then pass out.
Yeah, you will. You'll pass out. And you'll lose money for that or something. I'm not sure what it is early doors because obviously you don't have any money, so.
I'm going to bed now. Okay, go to sleep for the night. Yes. So I was completely overwhelmed yesterday when I started playing this. I didn't know where to start. So now you've given me a pretty good, like a blueprint for how to start the game. And it's
That's it.
really just kind of do what you want type of thing, or...
Oh
it's
yeah,
raining.
absolutely. There's a lot of different things you can do. There's the whole mine section to it, which is something you want to be looking at doing once you've got at least something in the way of energy or health to take with you, because you're going to need it. And you'll get that by either just picking up items and bits and bobs, but also from your crops anyway. But really, the first season, those first days of the season, you want to just concentrate on your farm, getting your crops in, making sure they're watered, and then doing fishing, because it doesn't cost you anything to go fishing. And when you've got nothing else to do because you're just still waiting for your plants to grow, you can just go do some fishing, and it's just sort of easy money.
Gotcha.
And there's a whole, you level up your fishing, so you get better at it. You catch better fish. There's the community center has a whole section which is all around catching all the different various fish in it anyway. So
this is probably a really stupid question, but it's raining. I don't need to water my plants, correct?
Nope. I love it when it rains. Early days in that first year, I just loved it when it rained, because now it just means you're free for the whole day and you haven't wasted your energy, crucially, because it takes quite a lot of your energy just doing the general maintenance of the farm to begin with.
Right. So,
As the more you do it day by day, you will level up your various skills such as farming, which will make your proficiency better, and you'll use less energy doing it. The same with fishing, because fishing does actually use your energy up, not too drastically, but okay, right. Oh no, having said that, I've just fallen asleep in the middle of my cabbage patch.
you what? You fell asleep?
Yeah, I want to make sure I got every last pumpkin seed in before the day was over, and I got talking to you as well, and I forgot, and that was 2 a.m. and I've just fallen asleep. So
Oh
that's just
no.
cost me 1,000 gold.
Oh,
But I'm not overly concerned.
that's a lot of
I'm not.
gold. That's more than I even started with. I'm over
Not
talking to
even
Willie.
100,000. Yes, hopefully he gives you a fishing rod. I'm fairly sure he does. Someone gives you one. You get it from something. You don't have to buy it. Not
So
the
you can
first one, but
sell
there
the
are some better.
you could sell the fish. I'm sorry. You could sell the fish, right?
Yeah, really good source of money. Really good source because you don't even have to pay for it. It's not like the seeds where you have to pay for them. You just catch fish, and sell them. It's a sweet deal. It's quite tricky to start with, but again, the more you fish, the better you get at it, and the easier it will become. And you'll see that when you actually try it, because there's a whole kind of mini game involved in it. Well, actually, not a mini game, but you'll see. Anyway.
Very much like Animal Crossing. Very
Oh, are
much.
you fishing now?
Yep. Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Yeah, so you've got to keep that green box on the
Whoa.
fish, and the fish will move up and down, and you've got to keep it on there. I recommend a tapping kind of technique to do it. Kind of tap that square button, just kind of keeping it roughly where you want it. It's
Oh,
very
wow.
hard to start with
I
because
caught
that
one.
green box. Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Nice.
a
Well
herring.
done. Well done. It's not easy because that green box is small. My green box on my fishing rod is probably over double the size of your one.
Hmm. Okay.
That's how much you can improve it with a better fishing rod, plus making the fishing skill better.
Oh, okay. So you have a fishing skill. Where do you access
Yes.
that?
If you push the options button and then R2, you'll
Oh,
see
okay. I see the
you've got.
skills: farming, mining,
Yep.
foraging, fishing, combat.
Yep. So that's when you're in the mine and you
Oh,
get given
okay.
a sword, and you can fight the little various mine creatures, little slimes and bats and stuff like that.
This game is surprisingly deep for a
Yeah, it is. It is.
$10 game or whatever. I think I
Yeah.
paid $15 for it.
And to give you an idea, so my farming is level 10 now,
Mm-hmm.
and I get plus 10 hoe efficiency and plus 10 water can efficiency for a start. So that just means that stuff takes way less energy off me when I do it. And at level 5, you get a perk, and I got my crop. You get to choose between two. I can't remember what they are, but mine is crops are worth 10% more. And then when you get to level 10, I picked another perk called Artisan, which means all of your artisan goods, which are things like fruits that you turn into jellies and jams and pickles and stuff like that, are worth 40% more.
Wow, dude! I didn't even know you can make jellies and jams. That's crazy. I don't recall you
Yeah,
ever mentioning that until just now.
yeah, that's a whole kind of subpart to the game now for me. I've got like a shed full of like picklers and mayonnaise. You get a mayonnaise machine that you turn eggs into mayonnaise with. You get a cheese machine so you can use the milk from goats and cows out of it, and it just kind of triples the money out of it. So like
Wow.
one of the best ones I've found, little tip for the future, is melons are a really good source of money. You get really good money back on them anyway, just if you sell them as melons. If you turn them into melon jelly, you get over 1,000. Well, you get about 700 or 800 gold a pot
Wow.
of it.
That's a lot of gold for some
And
melon
if you
jelly.
turn melons into wine, because you can also craft a keg to brew wines and beers and stuff in, you get
Jeez.
yeah, you can get over 1,000 per bottle.
What am I getting myself into? This sounds pretty awesome, man. Like, it really
Yeah,
does. It sounds like there's a lot to
that's why I'm
do.
still playing it this whole time after 50 hours, because there's just always so many things to do. And once you've got all that basic stuff going with just all your crops, then it's just about, right, now I'm going to build my barn and my chicken coop, and then I've got chickens that you look after, and you have to go sort of see them once a day, to make sure they got some food, and also to kind of pet them, and they like that, so they have like a 5-star heart rating, which means they produce better eggs,
Oh
large
my
eggs.
God, man.
All of the crops that you're going to grow and produce are kind of graded, so you'll get normal crops, then you'll get crops that have got a silver star, and then crops with a gold star, which will just mean that they're much better crops and worth more money.
I have a question. I
Yeah.
noticed the first fish was really easy to catch. Now I keep
Hmm.
throwing my line, and is there a you max it out, right? That's what you want to do
Yeah.
when you throw it,
It
or does
doesn't
that?
matter too much. I'm not really sure it matters too much, to be honest. I like to do it just for the challenge of trying to hit that max, and you get a little satisfying clunk when you hit it on the cast, when you cast on the rod.
And then when it shakes, are you supposed to then hit square again? Is that the way that works?
You hit square when you see a little exclamation mark and there's a little sound and it shakes. Yeah, there's a little gold exclamation mark pops up above your character's head, and that's the time to strike by hitting square, I think.
I'm really glad I'm making a video because I'm gonna have to watch it again, just to because you've given me so much information that I'm not retaining all of. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Oh no, you'll get it all. I'm just kind of giving you some interesting things to think about, to kind of give you some nice targets, if you know what I mean. Things that you sort of want to be planning around. Because also, one of the biggest things that screwed me up, first time I played through, was that most of the seeds and the plants you grow are seasonal, and if you have plants that are growing and it goes beyond day 28, 28 days in each season, they all die.
Wow.
So I was starting to grow stuff, getting money back, planting a whole bunch of stuff. Usually in a season, you'll get 2 or 3 kind of crops that you can grow them, sell them, grow some more, sell them. And I was the first time through. I didn't really. I mean, it does say that you have to plant them in the summer or the spring when you read the description of them, but I didn't realise it was going to die when you got to the end of the season if you hadn't um, harvested them, if they hadn't finished growing. So yeah, I must have wasted about 500 to 1,000 gold on seeds that were sort of 5 day through a 7 or 8 day cycle, and they just all died.
Okay, I have to be careful of that then.
So
And
yeah, what you have to plan when you buy your seeds, how many days have you got left in the season? If it's and just work it out really, whether you're going to have enough time to grow it.
okay, the fishing is actually quite difficult.
It is quite difficult. There are
I'm
different
struggling with it right now.
the different fish will give you different kinds of fights on that thing. Some of them are easy to catch, some of them they'll just sort of the bar won't move around very much, but some of them that'll just move around all the time. Plus, you just got to persevere with it a little bit to start with because the skill is so low in it. That green bar is really, really small.
I just ate some seaweed. Yeah, plus 13 energy. Okay.
There you go. And what I will say as well, there's almost nothing in the game that is rubbish.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? So
All
everything
the
has
yeah.
a meaning or
Everything
a
has a
use.
place and a meaning or a use or a crafting recipe or um,
I just threw away a
even
clamshell. Oh no.
that has a use, or you can sell the clamshells. I think you can get money out of those. So you can probably cook different recipes using the clamshells. I think the clamshell also is one of the items on the community center
All right, I
bundles.
got a sardine. Is there, and then you can upgrade your backpack so you can carry more stuff, because right now I'm having an issue
Yes.
where
Yes.
I don't have enough
Yeah,
space. I
that's
have to
really
keep
tricky.
throwing things away. Oops.
Yeah, so what you want to be doing
Oh, the
is
fish store
tomorrow
just
when
closed. Good Lord.
you can still sell that stuff though, Rick, don't worry, fear not.
Oh, I could. Where?
Yes. Uh, back at your house. Back at your house, there is a chest outside, big huge chest, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
chuck
yeah.
stuff in there and it sells it overnight.
Good
And it's a lot
stuff.
easier to do it that way. It's a lot easier to do it that way because you can only sell fish for some reason. You can only sell fish to Willie, down near the sea, and you can. Whereas, and you can't sell fish at the normal store where you buy all the other groceries and stuff.
Gotcha.
So if you wanted to sell them, it's a pain in the bum. So you might as well just flog them all overnight in the chest.
And the fish don't stack either.
They do
If they're the
if
same
they're the
kind.
same type.
Gotcha.
Yes. So you might get 3 stacks of herrings, for example, because one is a normal, one's a silver star, and one's a gold specimen. But they will stack within that, but they are classed as different, if you see what I mean.
And you use energy, expand energy
Yeah.
walking and
A
fishing?
little bit, yes. A little bit walking. Fishing, definitely, yeah. Every time you cast out, you'll use a little bit.
Okay,
If
I
you
need to
look at it.
conserve my energy a little better. I was not doing a good job with the fishing.
And yeah, but that's all part of learning the process, isn't it? And understanding how it works. And so tomorrow, you want to think about if you are going to go fishing after you've sorted your farm out, it's worth chucking all your gear. Have you got a box or anything yet?
Not that I'm aware of. No. Oh,
That's
there might
probably
be
what you
one in
should
the
do tomorrow.
house. I didn't even look.
It's worth having a look. I can't remember if you get some kind of storage in the house. You'll have to double check that when you get back.
So
But
if I'm going to go
if
fishing,
not,
just leave everything in the box.
yeah, because you don't need it. You don't need a fucking hoe and a pickaxe and all that rubbish to go fishing. And that's all good space you can use to put all your fish and other items you get.
Gotcha. Well, I think I'm going to call it a video. Oh, gosh darn it. I missed a fish. Thank you so much, Razor, for helping me out with this. And I'll see you guys next time.